Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adelina Tibesigwa, and today I'll be sharing what I know about Capture One on how I process my images on Capture One. So let's jump right in. Those are my images photographed by Jeff. Opening them as usual with Capture One, and usually I created new catalog. I do create new catalog for every project that I'm working on. I'll create a new catalog and name it third batch. Yeah, it's a third batch, and then press OK, just like in Lightroom, but this is the beta version of Lightroom. So those are my images. I will select them and import them. Okay, they'll be imported in Capture One, and that's how it works. Yeah. Wait, my computer is really slow, and as you can see, I'm in catalog third batch, and I will select my images. And I select one image and color grade it and make it as a sample for other images. So I'm going to start with this image, and you will see. And by the way, I don't know the terminologies, so if you know any, you just leave it right there on the comments section. And so I will jump in on white balance and select the tone, which is Malio. Those are the skin tones that I want to work on, and then this is more like a temperature, and then I'll move on to color balance and do them. And on color balance, where I will just set the shadows and the highlight, and I'm gonna play on that area as much as I can. And since I have the mood board, so I know what I'm going. So I know what I really want at the end. So yeah, that's how I'm doing it. Okay, this is a color editor. I don't really know much about color editor, but I'm playing with it right now, and if it gives me the results that I want, then I'm going with it. Then I'll move on color balance. I spend more time on color balance. See, it doesn't work, so I'll make here another image as a sample. So let me choose a good image. Well, okay, then I think this would be great. Choosing a good image, it's kind of inspire you to push more. Okay, so I will repeat the process. I will go on the white balance. I will set in the temperature and see. Well, I'm aiming for warm tones. Okay, and then I'll move it to skin tone. I'll make it beige deep. Okay, and then move on color balance. I love color balance. It gives me everything that I want, and I think it's the only thing that I know on Capture One. Well, yeah, so I'll change in again the tint. I never play with the tint. Even on Lightroom, I'm afraid of tint colors. I don't know what tint is, so I just then I will move on okay, color editor. Okay, on color editor, those are the skin tones, I guess. Yeah, the skin tones. So I'm gonna play with skin tone, adding some saturation. I really don't understand much about Capture One, or just going with my intuition, like, okay, this works, this doesn't work. I'm just, like, I don't want to be all technical about it. Well, I will play with this saturation thing and say, like, if it's going with the mood board. If it's not, then I move on. And by the way, color editor is really hard. I keep forgetting the steps on color editor, how to do color editor. Well, yeah, I'm finding the skin tone, aiming for warm tones, and then I'll back to color balance and playing with shadows and the highlight. Okay, I think I'm getting there. You see? Okay, let me say, and mid tones. Sometimes I never see the results, but it's okay. Then those are the adjustment area, the shadows and the highlight area, and I will try to set the shadow and the highlight right. Okay, see, okay, you know, and the exposures. I'll see. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I don't know, I'm just going with it. I'm sorry. Then I'll try to look at the shadows. Okay, this is levels, by the way. I'm praying this levels, and then, you know, okay, that's the rest that doesn't work. Then I'll move on exposure. I will try to reduce the saturation and play with it and see where am I going. I'm a big, okay, and then I'll be doing on green channel, then blue channel. You know, I'm just playing with it. I'm not serious about it, you know, and it took me like half an hour to match all this, to find the color that I was aiming for. So yeah, so let's play with the shadows and the highlight and see what we're gonna get. Then I will move on color editor. You know, like the shadow and light kind of affected the tones, so I will I would have to try again on the skin tones on color editors, on those silly 3 links like Olympic rings on that menu bar. Okay, I don't know the terminology, guys, so I'm sorry for that. Well, I will play with the saturation, okay, and see. Well, I think I like the image right now. Okay, so by the way, I'm just sampling the skin tone areas. That's how the color changes on color editor, I think. Yeah, so you should try it. Okay, you should try it. Well, okay, let's say those are this. Okay, saturation, and then that's the basic. I love the basic stuffs. Okay. Then saturation. Well, yeah, I guess I will copy the adjustments. Funny thing, I don't know the shortcuts of copy and pasting on Capture One, so I will copy the adjustments and apply them on the other images and do some adjustments and see if it fits and stuff like that. Okay, then I'm gonna apply it here. I think I love the tone. It's the third batch, so the color has to, you know, to be uniform. Is my English right? To be uniform? Yeah, I guess it is. Well, I'm gonna apply it here. This is my favorite image so far. I can't wait to export it to Photoshop and apply it here. I'm loving it. Okay. Well, see, Amanda is great. Okay. Favorite shot, this is my favorite shot, and then I'm gonna apply it here, and actually I'm gonna do some adjustment and the juice. There's so much warm. Okay, I will reduce the saturation and see. So that's it. That's the color I was going for. At least that is what I was aiming for. Well, and that's how I use Capture One, and most of the time I'm playing with white balance and color balance and color editor. Those are my 3 things that I know, and I keep forgetting every time. I don't know what I'm doing here, but you know, I'm still exploring and finding myself. And then, well, yeah, you know, about exporting, I'm gonna show you about how I export them. Okay, oh my god, what did I do there? Okay, apply them. Okay, so yeah, if you made mistake, you can just undo it. It's Command Z, obviously. Well, I think I love it. I think I love where I am. Well, yeah, let me play with the saturation a little bit. I'm still worried about this image. Okay, I think, by the way, I'm loving how to do a color grading first, then move on to Photoshop, export the image. I'm exporting them at the variants, and that is the option on how I want to export them. And usually I export them in TIF format. Okay, I'm gonna create a third batch again. Yeah, the name, I don't want to change the extension. Okay, and then TIFF, it's great. Then voila, that's how I'm using Capture One, and that's all I know. And that's how this is the process that I'm applying to every image that I've been working on this past 3 months, I guess. Okay, because that's when I will start being serious with Capture One and try to practice it more on it. Well, yeah, I hope you guys understand. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. The name is Adelina Ritacha. And photographer of this image is Jeffrey Likotso. Is from South Africa. I hope I spelled his name right. And model is Amanda, the boss from South Africa. And I'm going to do a post-production about it, and my export is completed. I'm ready to import them in Photoshop. Till next time, bye bye. Thanks. Babe, tayari chekundu. Why are you trying?